If you think you're obsessed with your favorite stars, think again. From Taylor Swift to Ariana Grande, many celebrities have been stalked by some of the craziest fans. Let's start off with the ultimate teen heartthrob, Justin Bieber. Yeah, you might be thinking about a JB fangirl following him home after a concert, but the truth was way more gruesome. Two stalkers had plans to castrate and kill the singer many years ago. Their names were Mark Stake and Tanner Ruane, an uncle and nephew duo. They were both detained in November 2012, but why would they even do such a thing? The mind behind the very disturbing plan was Dana Martin. Haven't heard of him? Oh, he's just a convicted murderer and serving 2 successive life terms, but Martin wasn't a hater that took things too far. Reports say he was completely obsessed with Justin Bieber. Martin's strange fixation was so intense that he has a JB tattoo on his right leg. It was made by another prisoner using a handmade tattoo gun. Even though he liked the singer, he explained to a reporter exactly why he was targeting Justin. It wasn't for the fame. It was because Justin had changed, and that made Martin very upset. But hold on, it gets worse. He described in detail what he would do to Justin if he weren't imprisoned, and it's very much in line with his original plans. Martin's the only person known to have supposedly released a hit on a singer's private parts, and it's for a very gross reason. He wanted to preserve them as an award. Next, we have 2 celeb sisters who had a very similar experience. Gigi and Bella Hadid were both stalked. Gigi's stalker was named Marcel Porter. He tried to sneak into the model's New York City apartment back in 2015, and this guy just wouldn't give up. He allegedly made 5 different attempts to enter her home. Also, he supposedly posted ominous statements about her on his Facebook page. This included declarations of love and asking his soulmate to wait for him. And Gigi's sister had to deal with a stalker as well. Ryan Perez was reportedly detained in front of the model's NYC residence in early 2018. She'd apparently been his target from December 2017 to February 2018. Hadid revealed that the man had sent her ominous messages via social media. Now, these aren't the only 2 supermodels getting stalked by weirdos. In fact, this one had to go through that more than once. Yep, Kendall had to deal with a stalker twice. According to E! News, Kendall secured a restraining order against stalker John Ford in October 2018. He'd entered her home 4 times without permission over 3 months. One time, he got in while the model was at her house. Kenny has unfortunately had to deal with stalkers before. Siobhan McKenzie followed Kendall into her driveway in 2016, yelling and banging on her car window. On a Keeping Up with the Kardashians episode, Kendall spoke candidly about the upsetting incident. She told him to leave when he tried to talk to her. Thinking quickly, she also dialed her friend, but the incident shook her so much that she was sobbing. Mackenzie was pounding on her window and yelling at her. Sadly, her little sister had to deal with a stalker too, but there's a terrifying side to him that sets him apart. Kylie was stalked by a murderer. Just like her older sister, Kylie experienced a horrific stalking incident in 2016. Marvin Magallanes attempted to enter Kylie's home many times. Eventually, he just smashed his car into her front gate. Not just once, but twice. Luckily, after the second time, authorities found him. Magallanes admitted to killing Saba Al-Assad, a homeless man, in 2017. He was also linked to the murder of Onose Tavita, another homeless man. The man was quickly arrested. Next up, this stalker was arrested with a lot of suspicious things in his car. And I don't even want to think about what could have happened if he wasn't caught. Taylor Swift's stalker traveled 1,000 miles to her house. Mohammed Jafar started stalking the pop diva in 2016. He'd frequently show up at her house. At one point, he climbed the roof and started repeatedly buzzing her door. Over the next 2 months, the overly devoted fan returned to Swift's office 4 more times, just because she wouldn't hear no for an answer. In March 2017, police detained him. Jafar was captured on surveillance tape. He spent hours loitering on the roof and in the hallway outside Taylor's penthouse apartment door. A month later, the stalker was finally apprehended on burglary and stalking charges. And if that's not scary enough, Taylor, sadly, has a history of stalkers. A masked man named Julius Sandrock reportedly drove more than 1,000 miles in April 2018, following the singer all the way to her LA home. The Guardian reported he had ammo, a knife, ropes, and gloves in his car at the time of his arrest. Now, this next stalker claims to have a superpower that helped him communicate with his fave celeb. No, seriously, I'm not making this up. In fact, Kim's telepathic stalker followed her to California. Kim K was given a 5-year order of protection from Andre Prasad. This man allegedly repeatedly showed up at her home. The order said that Prasad must turn over any firearms he may already have. He was also supposed to end communication with Kim and remain more than 100 yards away from her. Prasad was also prohibited from purchasing or having any firearms. This stalker visited Kim's home at least 3 times in August, according to her testimony. The TV star denied knowing anything about Prasad's wild claim on social media that said he's been talking telepathically to Kim. The two had also never met. On a more serious note, she really feared that things might escalate further. Now, you might remember this next celeb from her High School Musical days, and you won't believe who else her stalker targeted. The stalker threatened Ashley Tisdale and her boyfriend. A judge granted Ashley a permanent restraining order against her stalker, Nicholas Fiore, in 2013. The High School Musical actress said she didn't personally know Fiore or consider him a friend, but he'd reportedly threatened the actress and her boyfriend, Christopher French, many times. He tweeted Ashley more than 18,000 times. His messages were allegedly aggressive. He was talking about guns and posting some pretty threatening lyrics. But by tweeting Tisdale, her stalker violated the original temporary restraining order, which was placed against him earlier. Next up, we have a stalking that didn't happen that long ago. It's just a reminder of how things haven't changed a lot in the life of celebs, and that crazy people remain the same no matter what year it is. This guy didn't even leave this star alone on her birthday. Ariana's stalker broke into her house on her 29th birthday. TMZ reported this shocking news. He entered Ariana Grande's home while the singer was gone, breaking previous restraining orders. TMZ claims that the police detained Aaron Brown after becoming aware of the incidents. He was arrested in September 2021 when he barged into Ariana's home with a hunting knife. He was threatening to kill her and the security guard. Now that's terrifying. Ariana Grande requested a restraining order at the LA Superior Court. In a statement to the court, Ariana Grande wrote that she was afraid for her safety and the protection of her family. She added that without a restraining order, Brown might keep visiting her house, trying to seriously hurt Ariana or her family. The Los Angeles Superior Court issued the restraining order, which Brown decided to completely ignore. Now, stalkers are pretty serious business, and they just seem to be a pretty awful downside in the ultra-glamorous life of celebs. These were some of the times celebrities have been stalked. See you in the next video.